NaviSeer is a personnel tracking system for tracking individuals on foot in both GPS and GPS-denied areas. NaviSeer weighs only 4.6 ounces and includes belt loops for installation on a majority of belts used in the first responder, police, and military markets. The LEMO connector on the top of the device is used for data communications and powers the NaviSeer unit. When NaviSeer is installed on the user, it fits comfortably against the lower back and uses a multi-conductor cable tethered to a digital radio system for position data to be transmitted back to a central location or command center. Each NaviSeer demo kit includes a Panasonic Toughbook. The Toughbook comes standard with a DB9 serial interface port installed in the back of the laptop. The DB9 port uses a multi-conductor cable to connect to the serial port on the master radio. Once installed, the laptop uses the transceiver to collect and control all remote NaviSeer equipped radios. The NaviSeer controller is a graphical user interface for direct and remote configuration of all NaviSeer related parameters. Each time the NaviSeer controller is opened, the user clicks on the Serial Ports tab to connect to the computer's attached master radio. If the serial port has been configured previously, the user simply clicks the Connect button. The Units tab displays information and user-editable parameters associated with each NaviSeer device. Unit Selection lists all current NaviSeer units plugged into the wireless network. The user can select one or more NaviSeer devices using the checkbox to the right, or use the Select All checkbox above the active NaviSeers. The top header of the Units window displays the current values of a single selected NaviSeer device at a given time. Each NaviSeer device can be configured for a specific latitude, longitude, and altitude. This field is only used when the unit's exact position is known and there is no GPS triangulation available. The calibrations fields are configured for each person only one time. By simply entering a person's height, stride length, and body offset are automatically calculated. Magnetic declination should never be changed. GPS on/off disables or enables the internal GPS chip. Rename Unit allows the user to associate a specific name or call sign with each NaviSeer device. Pedometry back/side should be used when more advanced maneuvering, such as moving backwards or strafing side to side, is required. Gyro on/off should be enabled when the NaviSeer enters a highly magnetic area, such as a factory, to compensate for compass drift. SEER 3D is a graphical user interface for extruding buildings and tracking NaviSeer units in a 3D environment. The interface consists of two windows, the visual interface and a control panel. To create a 3D model of a building, start by clicking Google Earth in the control panel. Once Google Earth has initialized, type the address of interest in the search bar and press enter. You will be redirected to an aerial view of the location. Use the right mouse to zoom and left mouse to pan around the aerial photo. At the top of the window, enter the name and number of floors associated with that building. Click Begin to start the extrusion process. The user then clicks each corner of the building. Once complete, click End to build a 3D rendering of the structure. The user can now rotate and move around the building in 3D. The controls for moving around the building can be viewed by pressing the F1 key. Alternatively, users may also use an Xbox 360 controller to navigate in 3D. Select the user from the control panel and press the F12 key to place the unit's avatar in the center of the building. Use the left mouse button to move the avatar to the correct position within the building. After the user's position is initialized, any change is then updated in the 3D software and recorded for later playback. The Path checkbox can be enabled to show the user's movement from the starting position. Markers and vehicles can be placed in the SEER 3D window by selecting them from the control panel. First, we will select a FEMA fire symbol and place it in the lower end of the building. Next, we will select a fire truck and place it outside the building. The markers and vehicles can be highly useful in a tactical deployment for increased situational awareness. By selecting Side A from the control panel, the A, B, C, D sides of the building are appropriately labeled, as indicated when the building is rotated. Each building can be saved for future reference by clicking the Save Building button and choosing where to save the file on the PC. If the user is unsatisfied with the building, it can be deleted. Notice that the NaviSeer units are not affected and will be in the same location once the building is restored or recreated. Next, we will add a second building by clicking on Google Earth. This time we will zoom out and build the warehouse next to the SEER headquarters. By selecting a specific building under the control panel window, SEER 3D will focus on that building for all zoom, rotation, and floor selections. The Settings menu allows the user to modify various options of the program. Using the drop-down menu, the user can change the theme from light to dark. NaviSeer provides an accurate representation of real-world conditions through an intuitive and easy-to-use interface so you will know where your people are.